Fire crews are still working to determine what caused a blaze inside a warehouse full of highly flammable batteries. Live to our reporter Cameron Redden now, who's at the scene. Talk us through what fire crews are doing there now, Cam.
Yeah, good morning, Kenny. Still some activity behind us. In fact, you can just see this crane behind us above the warehouse in Elizabeth Street in Croydon, Sydney's inner west. Just in the last few seconds, there you go, firing water back into the warehouse that was an e-bike repair shop. Crews have been on the scene here since about 5 o'clock this morning. More than a dozen still remain. The fire itself is under control. What they're doing now is attempting to flood the building and make it as safe as possible because it's full of e-bikes with lithium batteries. A very different kind of challenge than your regular house fire for fire crews here. What they essentially have to do is flood the building and flood these batteries to make sure they pose no further threat to the community. The fire itself, though, is now under control. There's still some structural issues with with walls inside the building. That is the main concern for fire crews at the moment. The building itself is right in the middle of a busy suburban street. There are houses on both sides. There's a petrol station just on the other side of the warehouse as well. So fire crews responding very quickly in the early hours of this morning to bring the blaze under control. Here's some of the residents living around the streets of Elizabeth Street in Croydon, waking up to a burning smell that smelled, some of them saying, very metallic this morning around 5 a.m.
We are hoping that it doesn't attack other houses.
The police knocked on our door and told us to evacuate, and sent us down the road. The flames fully shot up about 6 or 8 metres above the roof line.
We woke up, we heard bangs outside and we just looked out. We were literally right across the road and the whole thing was up in flames. You looked out the window, all you could see was just orange.
So you can see the aerial efforts being made to flood this building, fill it up with water and neutralise the threat. Some of the windows of the buildings have been blown out. You can see scorch marks from the fire right up and down the sides of the brick wall. Those walls not entirely structurally sound as a result of this fire. So crews have been working throughout the morning, as they will do for much of the day, to ensure that the building doesn't fall in. And one of the identifying factors that crews have made today, while they begin their investigation to determine exactly what caused this blaze, is that as e-bikes have become more popular, as more people use them and retailers like this open to repair them, there has been a rise in the number of cases involving fires and e-bikes. It's a threat known to fire and rescue crews in New South Wales, and they put out a notice to the community to keep that in mind, that these risks remain when you're using bikes like this.
Yeah, we are getting an increase in e-bike fires. I suppose that's because of the increase in usage as well. You know, it is something that we're aware of. We're trying to put some community messaging out about the risks involved with it. You know, look, as soon as you see an e-bike fire, you need to vacate the premises straight away.
Kenny, no one was inside at the time of the blaze. There were some initial evacuations as a precaution, but there have been no injuries as a result of this. Crews expected to remain on the scene for much of the day as their investigation kicks up.
OK, thanks, Cam. We'll talk to you soon.